Hi Anti-Society, welcome back to the Antisocial Planet, and today we are checking out the Two Rings showcase from Dreamcatcher because apparently I have no sense of self-preservation anymore. I have been thoroughly warned about this, but both the song before I checked out the song, which took me out, definitely one of my favorite songs on this album. Maybe my favorite. Justice is real good though. I'll have to listen to the album a bajillion more times before I can decide. But I have been extra warned about this particular showcase. For some reason, people have decided that it is important to single out Handong specifically, and I don't know what that means, but I am scared because she came for me in the Justice dance practice. So what do you mean? What do you mean that this is also warning worthy? Just like glancing at the thumbnail for this video, I'm already going in with caution. Yeah, I don't know what it's going to be in terms of choreo, but we have to do it. There's no way for me to just exist having not watched this after hearing what an amazing song it is. Wish me luck. Let's get into the video. Yeah, I'm nervous about this. What are these outfits? I'm a little bit sad that there's only 6. Shout out to Xian. What are we wearing? Handong. Sorry, my eyes just locked. Okay. No, I understand now. I get it. I understand the wordings. Sure. We're already on the ground. What does that even mean? Fine. It's fine. We're fine. No, I'm immediately not fine anymore. Dummy, back up. Don't be like that. Jiu, you too. No. No. The way that they immediately were like the character that came. Look at Thami in this panel. Jesus Christ. Okay, the way that they immediately went into character of just the swagger, the confidence, and then Sua kicked me. She's already done that. Was it copycat? Ma'am, I am fine. It's fine. No. Okay, also, are they, because they're mic'd up. These are like, they're singing too. I was like, oh, they're gonna dance. They're gonna show some dancing. It's gonna be a showcase of the performance. They're mic'd up. Lord have mercy on our souls. Fine. No. This is unacceptable. The way that she sounds. Nah, that vocal slide, love the characters they have, love the way that they're hitting those percussion moments. I don't know percussion super well in terms of being able to play it, but it's like on the higher end, and they have these really forceful movements where they're hitting that mixed with these like really languid movements. I'm a little bit sad that I'm not getting like a steady cam of it, just because I always love choreo and I got into K-pop because of the choreo, so I just want to look at the whole performance from like a zoomed out perspective. But I love the way that they're like putting those really like hard hitting movements in those, accented by those specific percussion movements. It's fine. Do you have this comeback? No, I'm not ready. Ma'am. Gahyun, less charisma. Ooh. Ooh. Nah, the sass there. Okay, one, I love a good hand detail. So that like back and forth with the like 2 rings part with Handong there. Love that. Love the imagery of almost like the motorcycle imagery in their like hand movements. Almost, I don't know how to drive a motorcycle, but like the throttling, right? Where you're like, it's on the handlebars, right? I don't know motorcycles. I've never been on one. I would love to ride a motorcycle. I've never had the opportunity. But I love the controlled movements that were like higher up at the beginning of the chorus too. I love that they're slowing down with these very controlled movements, and then having those more bigger, like extended movements at certain parts too, but like it's all very controlled given the character of the song. There's a lot of charisma in this one, so having that like confidence with these very like smooth but controlled movements really fits with that. Gahyun is coming for me though. Ooh, that kick out too on the percussion. The sass there. No. 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 Unacceptable. No, okay. For personal reasons, I'm gonna have to go back. What are we doing? Why? I'm not ready for Dami at all. But Yuhyun, ma'am, who gave permission? Who said? Because it wasn't me. Unacceptable. Look at them smiling at each other in this panel, though. Anyway. Also, Sua's voice here. Ugh, her lower range. Ooh. I wasn't expecting her to come from the side. I like all the shoulder movements too. Nah. No. God, when Jiu smiles. I'm still mad at you for earlier. Ooh, good cannon there. Ooh, okay, I loved the sound of her voice there, the closure she was getting, the tone that Yuhyun had there. Also love this canon where we're going from one side of the stage with Gahyun all the way over to Handong. The basically passing off that focal point is really good. This is a lot. I feel like I'm trying to focus on technical things and I was just like, oh yeah, I haven't said anything about vocals basically because there's been a lot happening. Love the shoulder movements in it too. I think that it adds to that confidence because not only is it very, again, there's only so much movement you can have in your shoulders without getting the rest of your body into the movement. Again, it's that controlled, confident movement, but also it has this feeling of almost a shrug, right? Like whatever, you're like shrugging off what's happening and continuing forward, doing whatever you want. There's this casual, like blasé feeling about it too. I love having that specific movement associated with the song. God, Handong in this. Ooh, a little bit like circle movement with their arm there too. Their smiles are adorable though. Go off! No, not like that though. Not like that. Also, I was just thinking of Xian's part in this. I think we had Sua doing part of it. I think Yuhyun was doing part of it. For some reason, I cannot remember which parts Xian was, except like she does the beginning of the second verse, right? Which I think we had Sua and Yuhyun right there, right? Am I remember correctly? I feel like maybe I'm not. Anyway, I feel like those are the two that were mostly covering Xian's part. I love the hype though. Nah, love that hydraulic movement there at the end though. Yeah, that one's a lot. I think the only thing that I would want different is I would love to have a pulled out steady cam of just getting to see the whole thing, because I'm sure there are points where there was like footwork things happening and I didn't get to see it. Not that I always focus a lot on footwork, but I like getting to see some of that, and also like formation changes. I think it's just like, again, me loving choreography, but also having a background in performing on stages, that I always like to see how they like pass off focal points and how they switch like formations and stuff like that, because I understand the blocking and like technical side to that kind of staging of movement. But I love the attitude of this performance, mostly like very casual, very laid back, lots of confidence, with this almost smiling through it in a way that some of their other confident songs don't necessarily have. There's a cheekiness to this particular song that I really like. Amazing all around. I love that they used that percussion beat to accent specific movements. I like that they had this good mixture of full extended movements, specifically with their arms, and these very controlled in this enclosed space directly in line with their shoulders and their hips, keeping movement within that kind of the box of their torso. And the contrast of those two. Love the intricacy of some of them, the hand details, also the shoulder movements. I also really liked in Thami's part where she did the circle, she did the full spin, but she was doing other movements in between it, so it was almost like a ticking around, and these 4 kind of sides to her movement. That is me trying to focus in on things, because look at them. Who do I think came for me the most? I know people warned me about Handong. I understand. I can see why that might have been an issue for a lot of people, but I feel like Jiu came for me the most. There's something about her in this comeback. I don't know what it is. I think it's like, there's something about that haircut that she has. There's something about the attitude that she has. Because she'll smile, and I'm like, there's something different, right? There's her sweet, minty, offstage, sweet smile. And then there's something about the smile that she has when she's Jiu of Dreamcatcher on stage that I'm just like, ma'am, I'm gonna need you to calm down. Thank you very much. Overall, though, loved it. I love this song. I love getting to get a showcase of this. Also, didn't expect them to be like mic'd up, which is great. And I know that there are other live performances that I need to check out for both Justice and Two Rings. I think there's fan cams or something for one of their Two Rings performances. I feel like I remember seeing something about that. I got halfway through the song and I was like, oh yeah, Xian, because I missed her at the beginning, then I got very distracted by everyone else. But I think it was mostly Sua and Yuhyun that covered her parts, if I'm correct. I might not be though, because I've just listened to the album, so I've only listened through it a few times, but overall, I understand why this is one of the ones where people are like, hang on, you have to check it out, but also tread with caution. I love that performance. I think that it really fit with the attitude of the song. I think that it has this very laid back, confident air sonically to that song, and lyrically, the kind of message that they're trying to put, so it's a little bit different than some of their high energy songs that are usually the singles for the albums. So this one's a little bit different. I like getting to see them do some choreo that is a little bit more letting them show those characters and like facial expressions without needing like the very like aggressive energy that they need to put into other songs, but also they switched into some more like detailed moments, which I really like, having the smaller movements but putting in more detailed, minute movement into that, I think is really great. And the contrast of that with some of the bigger movements, like I really like how they, with the vocal slide on Drive, they had the really big swing of their arm like fully extended, which was nice to like have that elongated sound accented by that full like movement of their arm. And then other times where they were like using the music to help accent movements, right? Like I love the intricacy of them using movement to accent either the vocal melody or specific instrumentation versus using the instrumentation to accent specific movements, right? The back and forth of that is really cool. I feel like there were probably other things that I missed because there were some other things going on that were distracting me. It's fine. And have been reminded in checking this out that there are other things that I have not checked out yet that are like showcases or performance stuff, because if it isn't in my face, I will forget about it because I don't have object permanence, and I apologize. So there's some other stuff that I also need to check out, not just with this comeback, with previous stuff too. I know there's so much that I have to catch up on. I mostly try to catch up on discography stuff before I venture off into all the other content around Dreamcatcher. Great performance all around, and I hope you enjoyed watching that along with me. You can click this place to go to my previous reactions, or you can subscribe to miss next time I put a Dreamcatcher reaction. I will see you in the next video. Bye.